It is so awesome to see you guys. Hey, my name is Kyle, and this is the part of our program where we do our first things first, but the funny thing is I'm actually a little bit behind this week, and I haven't gotten a chance to write my weekly thank you notes. Would you guys mind if I spent some time writing my thank you notes? Would that be okay with you guys? Yeah? Would that be okay? Awesome. Well, I invited my friend Tommy to be up here when I write them because...
hey, everybody.
The reason that I asked Tommy to be up here is because I really like having thank you note writing music.
Yeah.
And Tommy...
That's what I went to college for, so...
You majored in thank you note writing music?
Thank you note writing music.
Oh, your mother must have been so proud.
I got a really good one right here for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Thank you note writing music. Something a little bit more dramatic and melancholy, perhaps. Almost, but
no.
Like, go with your first one, second one, and split
find the middle
difference. Yeah, find the middle. That'd be great. Oh yeah. That right there is some thank you note writing music. That's
what I went
it,
to
bro.
college for.
That's it. All right, so without further ado, let's write some thank you notes, huh?
All right.
Let's write some thank you notes. All right. Thank you, Halloween, for celebrating my favorite pastime, overeating candy.
Kyle, I'm pretty sure that's what you do every day before youth group, every week.
That's pretty close.
Don't blame it on Halloween.
I hope that is chocolate on my face.
I do too,
yeah,
for everyone's sake.
Hope it wasn't after a Merrick diaper. But do you like candy?
I love candy.
You like candy? What's your favorite Halloween candy?
I'd have to say Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Who's with me, huh? That's right.
That's not a bad selection. I am more of a Butterfinger man myself.
Wow.
They should. Butterfinger is a silly name because it doesn't have butter and it doesn't have fingers. They should call it like buttery love hand.
That'd be, it'd be really weird if you ate a buttery finger.
That would be like a horror movie. Yeah. So let's keep going. You ready for another thank you note?
Yeah,
I feel like we found our groove.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Thank you, Tom Brady, for proving once and for all that cheaters, in fact, do prosper.
Aww, they look so happy. Look, Kyle,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this once, okay?
Yeah,
I'm coming to you as a friend.
hit me.
You need to get over the Seahawks losing the Super Bowl.
Never.
You need to get over it.
They're cheaters, and we should have won last year. And if they just ran the ball and gave it to Marshawn Lynch, we wouldn't be in the situation.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah. You know,
I
can't talk about football anymore.
I just hope they get into the playoffs this year.
Ouch. That was unrehearsed and cold. So let's keep going. All
right,
right,
let's
talk
do
about
it.
football anymore. All right. Wow, that was... Oh, we need a leader like right in this region right here in case there's a leader nearby. So these guys, yeah, that'd be awesome. So let's do another thank you note while the leader's moving up here to sit with these fellas. All right,
let's
ready?
do it.
Thank you, Star Wars, for letting us nerds finally be cool for once.
I feel like you said cool for once because you've never been cool. I'm just taking a guess here. I don't know.
Have you seen pictures of me in middle school and high school and college and today?
I have, and I laugh every time afterwards.
Yeah.
Immediately.
You laugh with me or at me?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Not all of us could be the male model. You know, some of us had to pick up the nerd slack.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
and that was me. So let's do a few more. Cool?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Thank you, 2016 presidential candidates, for showing that you don't have to be successful and comb your hair.
I feel like this is a Kyle selfie in the morning. Just
The one on the left.
the one on the left is a Kyle
that's,
selfie.
That's pretty close to how I look in the morning. And this one actually is a picture of Brian Duncan, believe it or not, in the morning. So.
Oh no.
Oh, that was too cool.
Oh, no.
That's where we draw the line. All right, fair enough. So, all right.
We should go on to the next thank you note.
What? I got one more. You guys got one more thank you
One
note?
more.
You? One more thank you note. All right, ready? Thank you, pumpkin spice latte, for being a delicious way for me to get my daily vegetable intake.
Kyle, you actually have to eat vegetables though. You can't just have a liquid pumpkin spice latte diet.
I eat my vegetables. It's pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin is a squash. And I'm sure there is plenty of pumpkin in a pumpkin spice latte.
How many times do you visit the bathroom in a day?
Well, it's not a day. It's more like once a week, I would say.
Oh, wow.
Does that seem about right?
Yeah, you shouldn't go to the doctor at all.
No?
Not at all.
No?
No.
All right, fair enough. So my question is, why did we do thank you notes? What does that have to do with church or what we're talking about today? Well, today we are going to be talking about worship. What is worship? You know, we think of worship as singing to the Lord and getting together with a band and us singing, but I wonder if that is all there is to worship. I define worship as proclaiming with our mouth what our heart wishes it could scream out. But what happens when we don't connect in worship? As a pastor, I hear all the time, I can't connect in worship, I can't connect in worship. And worshiping is so important. I have actually come up with a bunch of clubs with like acronyms to help us remember to worship. I came up with a club a few years ago. It was called the World of Worship, or WOW. Wow, yeah, that was a good one. It didn't really take off, so I had to think of a second one. The second one I did was called the National Organization of Worship, or NOW. And that one wasn't as successful either. On a national level, I bit off more than I can chew. So I came up with another one that I thought would really stick. It was Forever and Always Rejoicing Together. Oh, it's up there now. Yeah, so, yeah, that one, I didn't think that one through, I guess. That was my bad. But honestly, in all seriousness, as a pastor, I get this question all the time. Why am I not connecting in worship? Why do I see other people having this intense experience with the Lord, and I'm not? I think there's a few things that really go into that. I think focus is one. I think fear is another. And I think our faith, focus, fear, and faith. You might want to write those down. We don't have bookmarks today. We have printer issues, but write that down. Talk about it in small groups. Focus, fear, and faith. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Focus, right? When I talk about focus, what I mean is when the words are on the screen and you're singing them, are you focusing on the Lord and saying those words to the Lord? Or when those words come on the screen, are you thinking about that text message that just rang in your pocket? Or that pretty girl in third period that you hope to talk to? Or how about this for middle schoolers? Are you thinking about how you can get out of worship and go to the bathroom? I can't believe when I stand outside after worship how often right when the guitar strikes, 20 middle school boys get up together and go to the bathroom like you're in kindergarten and can't hold your pee for a second. It's just like, where is your focus? Brian talked about that last week. The second one is fear. What I mean is this. God is so often found outside of our comfort zone. And I find that to be true in worship. God is calling me to the next level, to the next step, and it's not comfortable. It's not where I want to be, but I take that step and I meet God there. Maybe for some of you that means raising your hands for the first time. You see other people doing it, and it's just a way of connecting with the music, connecting with the worship. Maybe for some of you it's getting away from your friends, but you know they'll make fun of you. You're not here to worship your friends. I hope you're here to worship the Lord. So focus, fear, and finally, faith. The Bible makes it very clear. If you call yourself a Christian, How we live our life outside of the church walls directly impacts how God receives our worship, how God accepts our worship. Are you one way on Tuesday and a different way the rest of the way of the week? It's going to be hard for you to connect in worship. Are you choosing to not love and just be hateful and spiteful? Are you not reading your Bible? Is God only get an hour of your Tuesday? It's going to be hard for you to connect in worship. There's a Bible verse that we rarely talk about. It's in Amos chapter 5. And it's God talking to a religious group just like this that are singing just like we're about to. And this is what God says. Listen to this. And I know some of you in 6th grade, and this feels like, this isn't kids' church anymore. We talk about Noah's Ark and like this is serious stuff. Amos chapter 5 says this. It says, and this is God talking. I hate all your show and pretense, the hypocrisy of your religious festivals and solemn assemblies. I will not accept your burnt offerings and grain offerings. I won't even notice all your choice peace offerings. That's God saying, you're hypocrites, and I'm not going to listen to your worship. And then he says this in 23. He says, away with your noisy hymns of praise. I will not listen to the music of your harps. Instead, I want to see a mighty flood of justice, an endless river of righteous living. The way we live our life will directly affect the way we worship the Lord, the way we connect with the Lord. Will's going to sing a song in just a minute. You don't have to stand up. You don't have to sing it. It's a song. I want you to more reflect on what that verse means. What does it mean when God says, away with your noisy worship? Instead, I want a flow of justice and righteous living. Because if you want to connect with the Lord in worship, like it doesn't just happen in an hour on Tuesday. In fact, if you want to connect with the Lord in worship on Tuesday, it's an all-week thing. If you want to connect with the Lord in worship on Tuesday, it starts on Wednesday.